You should make a roast tri-tip instead of a prime rib for Christmas. Why? A tri-tip is roughly 1/3 the price of a standing rib roast. And in this economy, it's the difference between life and near death. Wait, what? And with the money you save, you can make this awesome weapons-grade umami mushroom sauce. So what are you waiting for? For life to get better? Hope abandoned us long ago. So let's at least make a damn good tri-tip roast. First things first, set the temperature to 250 degrees Fahrenheit.
Alright, I get it!
Do you drive on the wrong side of the road? The number you're looking for is 120 degrees Celsius. Now, obviously, you're going to need tri-tip. A nice 4-pound roast ought to do the trick. Of course, why am I filling it by the stove instead of on the counter over there? Short filming window. Anyway, back to the roast. Now, you can tear it out of its packaging and season it with salt and pepper. Or do what I did and dry brine this overnight. Thankfully, I did that to a tri-tip earlier this year. Here's the footage. Now, this is a pretty big piece of meat, so be generous with the salt. Next, grab a plate and a cooling rack, purchase link in the description. And place our tri-tip on top. Now, this may not seem like much, but dry brining will not only help flavor it, but it'll help retain moisture and make it tender. Anyway, with that explained, next thing we need to do is take this and stash it in the fridge for 24 hours. Oh god, these renovations are not getting done fast enough. Anyway, with our tri-tip fully dry brined, let's get to roasting. I have here a large cast iron skillet, which we will set over high heat. You know, it's gonna get smoky up in here, so let's turn on the vent. Oh, don't forget to open up a window. Okay, after that heats up a bit, let's toss in some oil. Okay, I'm beginning to see a little wisps of smoke. That means it's ready. Now let's sear off our tri-tip and get a nice Maillard reaction on both sides. Oh, and if possible, sear it on its side as well. Alright, we got a nice crust on all sides. Let's transfer this to a baking sheet lined with cooling rack. And let me wait until the smoke clears up a bit. Okay, now that the smoke cleared up, feel those brown bits at the bottom of our pot? That's going to be our sauce. But let's not get to it just yet. Now let's grab our roast. And let's stick a meat thermometer in there. I'm using my Chef IQ meat thermometer. Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag please sponsor me. Okay, I'm in the app, and let's set this at 122 degrees Fahrenheit. And yes, I know medium rare is 130 to 135, but here's the thing. We gotta account for something called carryover heat. So even if we take it out of our 250 degree oven, it's still cooking. And it's gonna rise about 8 to 10 degrees. That's why we're setting it lower than medium rare. Let me just set up the alarm. So let's stick it in our 250 degree oven.
For probe 1, cooking has begun.
Okay. And let it cook until it hits 123. Alright, let's begin work on our sauce. So let's take our pan and put it over medium-high heat. Alright, once it heats up a bit, let's add 2 large shallots minced. 2 to 3 cloves of minced garlic, depends how garlicky you like it. And you've been watching me for a while, you know how I like it. Don't worry about seasoning, we'll add it later. And then let's add 12 ounces of finely diced mushrooms. This gives us a quick whirly in the food processor, and boom, it looks like this. Huh, looks like that crazy meat substitute from a while back that did more environmental harm than good. Now, here's the thing about cooking mushrooms. They're going to release a lot of moisture, and they'll shrink down in size. Cook until all the moisture has rendered out of our mushrooms. Okay, now that all of the moisture has been rendered out of our mushrooms, reduce the heat to medium-low, and let's deglaze with half a cup of white wine. Then let's pour in 2.5 cups of beef stock. Then let's add 2/3 cup of heavy cream. Then let's add a few dashes of Worcester sauce. Notice how I did not intentionally mispronounce it for an overused joke. Take note. And let's squeeze in the juice of half a lemon. Alright, let's set this back over medium-high heat and reduce till it thickens. Okay, our sauce has reduced. And now my favorite part, the taste test. Just a pinch of salt. My god, this sauce is so good, I think I ascended to a new plane of umami. Anyway, let's transfer this to a bowl before it over-reduces. Roast's not done yet. Mr. Time Card, can you... Okay. Our tri-tip is done cooking. No, actually, no, it's not done cooking. Remember, carryover heat, it's still going to rise up. And even if carryover heat wasn't a thing, you still shouldn't cut into it. Even with dry brining making this thing super juicy, you still gotta let this thing rest. So cover this in foil. Let it rest, and I'm gonna go film a YouTube short. Okay, it's done resting, and now the moment I've definitely been waiting for. Alright, nice and pink like your mom's purse. And by purse I mean vagina. Top it off with our creamy mushroom sauce and make the Yuletide gay. Right. This year's been terrible for me, but I can still cook up a mean roast. This has been Cuttin Kitchen. I'm CRJ, making cooking fun and meaning it this time.